What's happening? This is Kid Koala, and this is what's in my bag. So this record changed my life. I was at my mom's work friend's apartment, and she was seeing that I was bored. She said, I think I've got something Eric will like. Classical Cluck by Henhouse 5+2. She actually let me work the turntable myself. So the first record I actually got to drop the needle on. And as you can see, there's 3-part harmonies of chickens singing. On the other side is a version of In the Mood, also sung by a chorus of chickens. And prior to that, I grew up with classical records and jazz records. It's just shattered my whole idea of what a record could be. This is a Kojak storybook record, and you got a comic book with it. And my mom would let me buy these records because she thought it would help inspire a love of reading. What's great about these records, you can put it on, there's sound effects, there's background music, there's theme songs, there's voice actors, and all the action, pulls you into that world and you can kind of escape.
Chopsy, Rizzo, cuff those monkeys.
All right, guys, over.
Well, Maxie, you saved the business.
Thanks for getting here. I called as soon as I saw them coming. I don't know what I would have done without you, Kojak.
Hey, what up, baby?
You guys have an amazing cassette collection. So this is one of the tapes that changed my life too. Sometimes things will come along where you think you know what's possible in that format, whether it's music or film or books, and then something will just destroy that. And this was one of them. Public Enemy takes a nation of millions to hold it back.
Talk about twice tonight.
So you guys have great stuff. This one's a great one from the West Coast, Far Side. This is Our Ride to the Far Side. Still Sealed. You might be wondering why I'm actually digging for cassettes, but I actually have a Wurlitzer Cassette Jukebox that has 8 cassettes, and you can put the cases on, and I thought it'd be great to just have some of my favorite hip-hop tapes in that cassette. You guys have some great tapes. We never even got these up in Canada. This is Rodney and Joe Cooley, one of the best scratch DJs ever, and his DJ Aladdin, Low Profile. That's going to Cassette Jukebox for sure.
Now you want respect, hey yo, you's a fool. Everybody wanna rap, but they ain't paid dues.
From the storybook records and just listening to all the sound effects, I got into the idea of all the production involved in those skits. And so sound effect records are a big part of my collection. Like this one includes airport, industrial, restaurant, love-making, and more. I don't know where the love-making part really fits into it, but there's like spaceship, on board a spaceship, in case you're doing a radio play about love-making on a spaceship. I don't really know, but some of these are intriguing. Laughing Trumpet, I don't know what that's gonna be really. Supermarket, I can kind of imagine, but there's a lot of great sound beds that you can use. Jazz, Sweet Emma. My father had a record, Sweet Emma, at the Preservation Hall, and I grew up listening to that record, so I don't know this one. I'm excited to hear it. She's great.
Just sitting and waiting for a big sweet papa like you. I want a buttering egg man. What great big buttering egg man wants me.
I'm Alone in San Francisco. Thelonious Monk was also alone in San Francisco at some point, but he's a hero of mine. Amazing. You can just listen to less than 1 bar of any of his recordings and know immediately it was him. That's how much style and what a unique voice he had on the piano. I love the fact that he's playing like a centuries-old instrument with all this history, and he came and just reinvented everything on it. This is the Louis Armstrong, later in his career, live in 1959, doing a version of Basin Street Blues, one of my favorite songs. I have a lot of his live concerts, and this probably gonna sound kind of like sad or weird, but what I do is like, we'll play it, and then I'll have my turntable like in front of the TV, and I'll just try to like scratch like a swing ride cymbal and just try to keep up. Dead Alive by Peter Jackson, formerly known as Brain Dead when it originally came out in New Zealand.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Again, this movie and this movie. John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China.
Let's you and me have a little talk, friend. What? Yeah! Where'd you get that?
I thought I knew what a movie was or could be, and then after seeing this, I was like, I don't know what anything is possible now. And to this day, I haven't seen anything before or since like either of these films. So it's great to actually have these, because there's audio commentary from John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, and that's gonna be really fun to dig into.
It's all on the reflexes.
I picked up the new Autechre record. These guys are great, always just so far ahead of the curve and pushing the equipment they're using to the limit and coming up with stuff you've never heard before. So I'm looking forward to digging into that. One of my favorite producers on the planet is No Such Thing from Los Angeles. So these are a couple of the records I don't have of his yet, so I'm gonna dig into those. He's great, just really elegantly produced, you know, beautiful cinematic electronic beats. That's what's in my bag.